Hi everyone, it's been a while since I did a video. They seem to be getting less frequent, but eventually I'll sort it out and hopefully I can get back to how I used to be. At the moment things are just far too busy. Anyway, so this year I've bought myself a really good Christmas present because I've been so good this year. And it's a new PC. But it's actually the parts for a new PC and I'm going to build it myself. So I'm going to go through the components and hopefully I'll actually build it on camera. So, first things first, this is a Thermaltake Core V21. I've always wanted to try one of these Core ones, or Cube ones. So yeah, Thermaltake Core V21. This was £50. It's actually very good quality as well. I can feel the quality in it already. More on that in a minute, but that's the case, £50. Oh, this is heavy, this thing. This is a Corsair TX550M, and this is my PSU. That was about £70 or something like that. It's really heavy. You can feel that they've, well, you would expect that they put really good quality parts in, given the weight of the thing. I think this is either fully modular or semi-modular. I can't really remember, but it is 80 plus gold, so it's, you know, it's a good one. I bought a Ryzen 5 3600. 6-core 12-thread processor, 4.2 GHz, and this was £200. I bought some Corsair Vengeance LPX DDR4, and this is two 8GB modules, so 16GB. This was about £60 or £70. I've got this because I generally don't have much confidence in the stock coolers. They don't tend to be that good. Although I've just noticed something about this. It's something a little bit alarming. What's the size of this thing? 116 by 51 by 160. Oh no, oh no. 160.5 high. 160.5 high, and I've got this book here. Oh, 185. Okay, that's fine. So I've got Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo. So Hyper, so it's not calm. It's very crazy. And Evo because it's evolved. Yeah, I don't know. Right. So that was about 30 quid. I've also got this. So this is my new motherboard, Gigabyte B550M. So I opted for the B550 instead of the B450 because it's a little bit better, a bit more future proof, and for only an extra £10 or something like that. So this was about 70 as well, 70 or 80 or something like that. So this supports 3rd generation AMD Ryzen, which obviously is a bit better. So yeah, I'm going to have a better look at these in a minute. But for now, there you go. Oh, also, we've got one more thing. And this is actually quite an exciting one because the amount of advancement in this technology over the past few years is incredible. So do you remember we used to get those mechanical hard drives, and then they went to SSDs. Well, now we've got these things. So these are, let me just zoom in a bit closer. Yeah, these are like flash drive technology. Yeah, like SSDs, but then it went more advanced. We got into the realms of NVMe, and then we got into the realms of PCIe. And basically, PCIe is a super fast communications bus type thing. So yeah, I'm excited about this because I've never actually, well, I say I never. I'm not used to this thing and I don't know what to expect. But this is a terabyte, and this again was about the same as everything else. It's about £60 or £70. Yeah, so that's my new build. So it says there 35 times faster than a standard 7,200 RPM HDD. 35 times faster. That's quite impressive. So here's the case. I'm actually quite impressed with the quality of this thing. Yeah, the buttons don't feel cheap or anything. They feel quite good. There's a huge fan in the front there. I don't know if you can see that. Huge fan. This metal here is really thick. All this, it's all really thick. Yeah, it's really thick. There are lots of things. Look, these little 2.5-inch bays, which I won't be using anyway, because I've got obviously that NVMe thing. The way these undo is quite good. Look at that. They sort of go into a little slot over there, and then over here you just press them in like that, and they lock into place. Yeah. So I'm going to fit the PSU now. So usually with a case I just fit the PSU, you know, I just get the PSU and put it in, but this is apparently a little bit different. The guide says here you've got to turn it upside down and you can add these additional rubber things, which probably is to stop vibrations or something. So let's have a look at this. Turn it upside down. Oh, it's freezing. Okay. Ooh. Little feed filter. Anyway, let's take this off. Put that there. So the PSU probably goes here. Let's have a look. So just take that off, put it in there. So PSU rubber. What was it saying there? Okay, so the guide says I have to get these two pieces here and screw them together, and they seem to go in here like this. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to do, but yeah, I'll do it anyway. So what do I need? I need a screw and screw that in place. So apparently that goes there like that, and this goes in here. Put this in here. Okay. Now according to this thing, it should clip in. Oh, and it does. It does clip in. Okay, so that goes in there like that. What else have we got to do here? So place the power supply in the proper location, secure it with the screws, place the PSU rubber on the bracket. Let's push this in here, this little rubber thing. Okay, that's quite good actually. So the PSU can't rattle, and it's fixed in place, and it can't rattle even more so because it's pressed down with rubber pieces. Okay, so, and then this goes in this side, so we'll put this in here. Goes in there, and then, yep, here we go, there's a hole there for it to be screwed into. It doesn't align perfectly though, which is a bit annoying. Next is the PSU. So you don't, I don't really know anyone who reads these things, the PSUs, but whatever. Input 230 volts VAC, which is the higher one, and system load, presumably that's amps, is it? I would have thought so. So 50 amps, is that actually amps? It doesn't say, does it? Percent efficiency. So it's 92% efficient, 230 volts VAC, which in the UK it's 240. Yeah, and presumably that's 50 amps, which that's a hell of a lot. Surely it can't be 50 amps, that's crazy. Oh, watts, it might be watts. No, it can't be watts. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, there's info about all the cables. Yeah, I don't need to know about that. Right, anyway, so the PSU, you get the cable. Oh, okay. There are the other cables, important information. What's this going to say now? Oh, it's all this crap about the environment and all that safety. Right, so it's semi-modular. Oh, what's that? zip ties. Okay. And here it is. Oh, it's a heavy thing. It's a heavy unit. Corsair. Wow. It's very nice quality. Very nice quality. There are all the ratings. 3.3 volts, maximum load 25 amps. 5 volts, 20 amps. 12 volts, 43 amps. Minus 12 and plus 5, 550 watts. Anyway, this is upside down here, so presumably it makes sense for the fan to go that way. Yeah, let's try it this way. Push this in. Yeah, that looks about right to me. Now I'll screw this in. Alright, I've turned it the other way around now and I'm just going to screw it in. Not sure which screws to use. Yeah, I'll try those types of screws. Take this one back out. Let's try this. I don't want to wreck the thread, that's the thing. Take that one back out. This one actually didn't wreck the thread. But still, I want to use the correct ones if I can. Yeah, this seems to fit well. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, the only reason I say use these screws is because here you can see that something else is attached using the same screws, so it's just a bit of a guess. Anyway, the PSU is attached. Is there another one of those? There's another one. There we go. Apparently you can take a lot of these parts out as well. I mean, the hard drive bays I'm not going to actually use because I've got this NVMe PCIe thing. Wow, you can see the quality of the components in there. Okay, that's that. What do I need to do next? So I've put that in place, I've put the rubber thing in place. What's next? I think next I'll go for the motherboard. Take this out of the way. Yeah, this is very nice. Took these cables down there for now. Bit weird the way that's gone like that. Oh, there you go, that's fine. So I'll take these out of the way. LR. I don't even know if I'm going to use these. I don't know what they do at the moment. Maybe it's for lifting the motherboard up or something. Either way, take them out of the way. Look, I don't need to use these caddies here either. 2.5 inch caddies. So it says M there, presumably that's for motherboard. Oh, there's another caddy here, which you can't quite see. I'll show you. So there's another caddy there. That's actually removable. There's a screw there to remove it, which I won't really need to remove it. Yeah, it doesn't do any harm staying there, so not much point in me removing it. What's this rocking on now? A trapped wire? Yeah, maybe. Okay, more caddies here, which I won't be needing. But I need to look at the cooler. So here's the cooler, and it does support AM4. Apparently there's a version of this which doesn't support AM4. This is not that version, this one does support AM4. Oh, that's quite a big fan as well. So there's the cooler. I believe that's the backplate I need. Put this down here for a minute. Okay. There's a picture of all the pieces. AMD and Intel do that. AMD and Intel do that. Then we go to Intel, which mine's not, and then next page, Intel, AMD. Here you go, here's AMD. So we have a lot of these little parts. Where are those parts? Oh, here they are, I just had them a minute ago. Yeah, look at all those different bits there. Alright, here's the motherboard. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to take this mounting bracket off, this original one, because otherwise I can't put the the necessary one on. I suppose, well, maybe I could, but no. I have a feeling that it's just going to be better to take it off. So yeah, that's going to come off, and this one has got to go on in its place. Take this off. So I recorded some of this video yesterday, and today is a lot warmer in the office. Yesterday it was freezing. Okay, here we go. So this board, there are actually three of these types of boards that are very similar. In my opinion, it's actually the same board really that Gigabyte sell. So there's the lower, the economy one. Then there's the middle range one, which is what this is. Look at that plastic. And then there's the premium one. So the middle range one is a little bit better, and it has these little heat sinks here and here. And the premium one, which is an extra £20 or something like that, basically has premium heat sinks, which I don't really think it's worth it. And it looks a little bit better, there's a bit of a smarter design, but essentially it's the same board, as far as I can see anyway. Right, okay, so next thing is this. So this is going to go behind here like this. Okay. This CPU costs £200. AMD Ryzen 5 3600. Okay. With the heatsink fan. Actually, one of my friends bought the 2600 CPU, and he showed it me yesterday. And the heatsink fan, which is included for that CPU, is actually very good. It's quite quiet, really. I expected it to be noisy, but no, it's quite good. Okay, here we go. So there's the heatsink, the stock cooler, and here's the CPU. Okay, what does it say here? Installation instructions, just fairly straightforward, but let's have a look, see what it says. Integrated circuit. Yeah. Very straightforward. There's no locking mechanism on this motherboard. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's the same sort of thing. Right. So it's £200 worth of chip, and I'm just about to put it in there. Single component, £200. Anyway, I'm going to. I mean, you can use these de-static things, but I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to put it in, but I'll be touching the chip, the actual PCB rather than the metal part. Incidentally, you would expect the metal part to be clean, but it's actually not. Look, there's some dust on it or something. That's not ideal. Let me just wipe it on something. That looks pretty good to me. Okay, so time to put it in. Now there should be a little mark on here somewhere. A little triangle. Where's the triangle? 333. There, okay. So the square bit goes here. Okay, there it is. It's in nicely. AMD Ryzen 5. And it's in place. Let's just check that it's nice and flat. Yep, it is. Check over here. Yep, nice and flat. Now thermal paste. Where's the thermal paste? So yeah, they've actually put, I don't know if that's enough for one CPU or two or what, I don't know. Maybe they put too much in case you mess it up. I don't know. But put some on anyway. Okay, that's probably too much in my opinion. But when I put the heatsink on, that should spread around. I don't really want any air holes or anything, so I'll mount it up in the middle. There we go. There's the thermal compound. Now, time for the heatsink to go on. Actually, you can screw the back on before you put the CPU in, which makes it a bit easier. But I obviously didn't understand at the time. So let's give this a go. This goes here just like this, in place there. Yeah, the tools they give you are quite good actually. I'll have to tighten this up in a minute. There's the first one. It's not the easiest of things to work with. Okay, there's the second one. Again, you don't cross thread these things. There we go. Got a bit more stability now. The third one. And the fourth. It's quite clever how they've designed this thing, you know, to be compatible with so many different types. Just hand tightened for now. Okay, now I'll screw them in properly, nice and tight. There we go. On the last one. Yeah, I should have put the CPU in after, but anyway, I've got the things in place now, the anchor points or whatever they're called. The back's in place when it's insulated, so that's that. So now, yeah, I've got the CPU in. This goes in like this, you get hold of it. It's symmetrical anyway, or it should be, and you sort of push that through there like that, and there's I don't know if you can see there, but there's a piece in the middle, and also a little pin that sticks up, and it kind of goes into one of two holes. So I put it into the second hole, which I think is probably correct for this, and then if you move it a little bit, it kind of snaps into place. I've got some oil on there now, I'll just wipe that off. That's in place. And now it should just be a case of putting it on and screwing it in place. Carefully press this down. There we go. And hopefully this will go in without any problems. Go down, keep going. Ah, now I see why it says to take the fan off, because you can't get to the screws if you don't. Yeah, you can't fault the quality of this, you know, this product. Let's keep going, keep screwing that down. It feels awfully tight, but then there's got to be a certain amount of spring to it anyway, in order to force it down onto the CPU and spread the thermal paste. I can have a look down here and I can see that the thermal paste has been spread quite a lot. So now I can move this around slightly and yeah, there you go, I can position it a bit better. There's a tiny bit of movement there as well, so you can just position it. So this thing in the centre, presumably that adjusts the pressure maybe? Not so sure. Okay, they're all in place, so the motherboard is now in place, which is good. I think next I'll put the RAM in. So I'm going to need to consult the guide because I think you have to put it in two certain slots. So where's the motherboard guide? Oh, here we go. DDR A1, A2, so A1 and A2. Yeah, usually these are channeled. Okay. Safety information. Here we go. 3600 megahertz. These are fast. These in. Corsair Vengeance LPX. Okay. Oh, it says there first. Ah. Okay, it says first, so grey. Oops. So first says the grey one there. Push that in. And then it says the fourth. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So that one and then this one. I thought there'd be something like that. In. There we go. If I push those in. Okay. Okay, the next thing is the storage device, which is going to go there. Now, I remember that is the best slot to put it in. There are two different speeds of these slots, and I remember that is the one that goes direct to the CPU, from what I remember. So this thing is 1 terabyte storage device. It's NVMe and it's powered by PCI Express, which is a new thing to me. I don't know anything about this. Yeah, the last thing I remember we were on SSDs. Actually, there was something like that to do with my laptop when I went to upgrade it. But yeah, this still is new. I don't remember it being powered by PCIe. What's this? Acronis True Image HD software activation key. True Image, I wonder what that is. Anyway, so, oh! Okay, it's still safe, it's still okay. Wow, such a tiny little thing to say that it holds 1 terabyte with extreme speeds. Anyway, here we go. Let's put it in. Just a 2 slot thing? No, it's a 1. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense if it was 2, I guess. There it is, that's in place. Let's take the screw out. Wow, this has evolved so much. There we go. Wow. I've got some of those old hard drives in just underneath the desk here. Wow. Okay, so next will be the cabling. So the graphics card I'm going to take out of my PC that I've currently got, because there's nothing wrong with it really, and it's still able to play games and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I might get that out in a minute. Okay, the headers now. They've conveniently labelled these, as they often do really. So first thing, sysfan 2, I'm not going to bother with that, that's clear CMOS. So speaker, there's no speaker, that's nothing. PW plus and minus, power switch, there we go. That probably won't be polarised, because it's just a switch. Power LED plus and minus, so there's the power LED plus and minus. Hard disk drive plus and minus. I don't really know why they have those things anymore, but oh well, put it in anyway. And the next one is reset. Yeah, reset switch. Wondered what that was then. Reset. We've got, what is this? Oh right, okay, that is actually a system fan. So system fan 2 we've got here. We've got system fan 1 there. Let's keep it together. Let's go system fan 2 here. System fan 2. That's this huge fan. Presumably, anyway. What else have we got here? We've got USB. Wow, this is a really big lead. USB 3 USB 3.2. Put that in there. Is that in? Yep, looks like that's in. Okay. And we've got HD audio. Okay, where will I tie these to? I guess they should go down the back there to start with. It might be better to zip tie these up later. Well, to start with, they can be tied there, I suppose, out of the way. Got little holes here. And through that hole. Come on, go through. That will keep them out of the way. Okay, keeps them out of the way for the time being. There we go, take that out of there. Just go through here, so up there. Right, there's motherboard power and CPU. CPU next. Okay, there's CPU power in. The next thing to go in will be my graphics card. And this is an old graphics card, but it's still good enough for what I want to do. I don't play any really demanding games or anything. So I've got an old NVIDIA GTX 670. Let's take these covers off. Yeah, I've got dual display as well, so I don't just want to go out and buy anything, I've got to get a dual display one. And for now, this one's good enough for me. So here it is. NVIDIA GTX 670 graphics card. PCI Express. Yeah, it's not a bad card. Anyway, so this is out my old PC, and this is the only thing that's not new about this PC. And I've actually undone the wrong one there. I should have undone this third one. And I'll put this in. So there we go, PCIe slot there. Let's go. Push that in. Oh, actually, oops, just missed the slot there. There we go, that's in. Nice and tight. Screw it in. Put this clip over here, over these little things. Okay, now we need power for that. Power, so got all these cables that I haven't used yet. PCIe. So presumably that goes into the PSU. Just over here, look at all this space. Loads of space in this case. So it says here 6 plus 2 PCIe and 4 plus 4 CPU. So that goes in here. Yeah, you don't really need fully modular, do you? Don't really need it. You know for certain that the motherboard and the and the CPU are going to be powered anyway. So yeah. Turn this way. Nice and strong this case as well. Okay, and that's going to be plugged in over here. You can see where the graphics card's just been bent, you know, as it's been sitting in the old PC. Well, that won't happen to it in this PC. And PCIe, here we go. So, first one. I guess we'll go this way. 1 and 2. They're in. Again, we've got some zip tying to do. Really thick cables these as well. Okay. And that's everything as far as I know. The support's back on. There's my hard drives to get my stuff off, but I'll do that another time. Okay, L. I don't really know what these are for, these things. Yeah, I don't know what they're for. They must be for, I don't know, cooling fans or something, or water cooling. You know, people do all sorts of stuff with these cases. That's good enough for me. Actually, I think I could probably remove them. I don't need them really. Okay, time to install Windows next. Before I do that, of course, I have to plug these in. So, which one's which? I don't think it matters too much. Plug these screens in. Oops. keyboard. Doesn't matter about audio too much, power's already in. Oh, and the mouse. And then let's see what happens. Also network. But that's over there. I'll try and do it without network. Okay, actually I've got a network cable. So, there it goes. Everything's in place. Well, the basics are anyway. Now let's turn this thing on. Now let's see what this does. Oh, I need to install Windows as well, so I've got that on a USB stick, which I'll plug in here. Yeah, something is happening. I think I was too late for BIOS though. What I should have done is gone into BIOS. Oh, there you go, it's worked. United Kingdom, United Kingdom, United Kingdom. Install now. I don't have a product key yet. Windows 10 Pro. Accept. Custom. Create a new partition. 931 GB. There we go. I'll come back in a bit. Okay, so it's pretty much done. The whole process only took about 10 minutes, so that's quite good. It says here, this might take several minutes, but it's at the last stage. Oh, there you go, almost there it says. Anyway, regarding the PC itself, I just go, oh, it's done. Regarding the PC itself though, it's good. It's very quiet. In the installation process it wasn't so quiet, but now the GPU fans have calmed down, so it's a lot more tolerable. I don't know if you can hear how noisy it is or how quiet it is, but it's very quiet, which is good. Yeah, it's whisper quiet. In fact, quieter than whisper quiet. Anyway, as you can see now, it's ready for me to install my apps and stuff. And that's my new computer. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, and it's all finished with all the sides of the case on and the bottom of the case on. It's actually bigger than what I thought. I didn't expect this case to be that big. I mean, one of the ideas was that I could compact the computer, and I suppose it does in a way, but yeah, there's a lot of free space in there, and I guess I could have had a smaller case really and got away with it. I mean, just to put it in comparison with a monitor, you can see how big this thing actually is. Yeah, it's bigger than what it needs to be. Anyway, generally speaking, I'm happy with the PC. Yep, and it's all done. Thanks for watching. Bye.